Tuesday and off we go. It is the 8th of November. 9:45. Going out to do a couple vacant checks and talk. Not a whole lot on my mind that I feel like I need to share. Just some random things that I'm processing. My mind has really been on this book and I've looked at that list a couple of times. I know what's on that for the most part. I remember because I wrote it, but there's a few things that again, without actually looking at it, I don't know everything that's on there. But I think about it daily. I have since I generated it, and I think about some of the tweaks I can make to that and how I want to present it. And what I did is I came up with really 20 topics that I think are the basics that you can strive to achieve, strive to understand, strive to implement. And some of those topics, they're so basic, they just don't go any farther than that. Once you read it, you understand it, it's done. Some of them have more depth or are more complicated and can go different routes. They can be perceived differently depending on where you're standing from, where you're coming from. And this is where I'm kind of running into the difficulty. Those concepts, those ideas that have more depth to them, how deep do I take them in this first book, and how I want it to be equal. I want all the chapters to have an equality about them, a balance, a certain level of which people can comprehend and apply. And a lot of those ideas are rooted in a philosophy that can be categorized as spiritual. And since most of those things for me are rooted in that spiritual mindset, I'm trying to avoid presenting them in any fashion that will offend any particular religious orientation. I'm not looking to step on anybody's toes, kick anybody in the shin. I don't want to make anybody mad. Not yet, anyway. That's going to be a part of this process no matter what, eventually. People to be able to do and effectively make some changes in their life to increase their quality of life. But as I was doing my workout last night and I was thinking about it, I was thinking, you know what? The more I simplify this and remove some of my personality from these topics and the spiritual aspect from it, then it becomes the same as any other self-help book out there. You can do it. Only you can make the changes. You know, the type of things that you would read, they become so generalized that it doesn't separate itself from anything else that anybody's doing. So I'm trying to find a balance now, how far I can push that limit. How much theory can I put in there that may be contradictory to the way you live your life, or the belief system that you have, or your religious convictions? How can I push those limits without turning people away? I want to capitalize, I want to encourage as many people as possible to take a peek, listen to what I have to say, and I want them to stretch their comprehension. I want them to stretch their concept of reality enough to make a change, enough to be different from anybody else, without causing an uproar, without causing individuals to want to take up arms. Not take up arms against me. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with this book. I generated a couple lists yesterday. I tweaked it from Patrick's original assignment of the next step in this process, and I converted it more to a system that's applicable to me. And I think you have to do that with everything in life. I think you have to take what's out there, understand the potential it has, apply it to your own system, and modify it to suit your needs. And so, I think I'll just let that go. But I'm aggravated. I'm fighting anger. The anger sharks are swimming in my head. Coming from Anger Management, the movie. I'm trying not to let it overtake me, but I'm just going to let it go.